I am going live again today, doing tarot readings again. I'm just going to get all my decks out now while I wait for people to get in the chat, if anyone's coming today. I'm going to be using the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot today. And let me see what else I have here. I really liked how the Morgan Greer was reading for me yesterday, so I'm gonna take Morgan Greer out again. And I'm gonna use Moonology for Oracle. Hi, welcome. Welcome to the live. I'm doing tarot readings today if you're interested. Hi, how are you today? I'm doing paid tarot readings today if you're interested. Hi. Hi, Richard. I'm just doing tarot readings today if you're interested. The price is $8.88, and you can either Cash App me, or my PayPal is also the same as my Cash App username. Hello. Hi, everybody. I'm good. How are you guys doing? Hi. Welcome to the chat, everybody. Hello. I'm doing paid tarot readings today, so if anybody would like one, I am in the United States. If anybody would like a tarot reading today, I'm doing them for $8.88. The Cash App is my username, and my PayPal is the username as well. velvetforestmoon. I was born in Phoenix, Arizona, which is in the United States. That's really cool. What time is it in England right now? I can definitely do a reading for you, Med Study, which can do with the future. So if you have a question about your future, I can definitely do that. I just use tarot cards to do that. I am Caucasian. So if you want a reading, I've always wanted to go to Ireland. If you want a reading, then you just can send the $8.88 to my PayPal or to my Cash App. It's the same username that's on the screen. Hi Tegan, welcome. I'm just doing tarot readings today if you're interested. Yeah, if you want a reading, you can just send the payment to those places and I will do the reading. So if you've sent a payment, just let me know so I can check and then I can do the reading for you. It's just the $8.88. It should be in the title right there. It's not showing on my screen, but it should be showing on your screen. Yeah. It's not showing. Okay. I wonder, let's see. Hi Nico, if you would like a reading, it is $8.88 sent to my Cash App or my PayPal, which is velvetforestmoon, the same as my. Let's see if I can. I don't know if this is going to do anything. Let's see. No, I won't do that. So I'm not doing free tarot readings today. I'm doing paid readings today. So if anybody's interested, it's much lower than my typical rate. So hi everybody, welcome to the live. I'm doing tarot readings today if anybody's interested. $8.88 to my Cash App. Hi, welcome to the live chat. I'm doing tarot readings today, if you would like one. Hello. I hope you're having a good day too. Thank you for coming to the live again. Hi, welcome to anybody joining the chat. If you would like a tarot reading, that's what I'm doing today. I'll do a little collective message while we're sitting here to anybody who's watching. Just see what the universe has to say right now. What is a good collective message? Prosperity lies ahead. That is a really good message to get. Prosperity lies ahead. So those of you who have felt destitute or have felt like things have been a little bit tight with the physical aspect of life, like money and things like that, prosperity is in the future. So really good sign on that. Oh, let me see. Hi, Aurora, a persona. I don't know if you're okay with me saying your name, but did you want to? Yes, I got your payment for a reading. So, what is your question that you have today? Okay, I was like, I don't know if I should say your name because I saw it on the payment. So. Is my meditation to help anxiety working? Okay, let's get into the zone here. Is my meditation to help anxiety working? So for some reason, I was just looking at my crystal I have sitting here, and this one's a tiger's eye. But if you have ever seen amethyst, it's a purple stone. Amethyst is really good for anxiety. So I would suggest getting a bracelet or something to carry around with you on your person, like a small stone. It's pretty easy to find, like in your pocket or something like that. So for some reason I was being called to mention that. I used to wear it every day on my wrist when my anxiety was really bad, and I definitely felt like it helped. But let's see, is your meditation to help anxiety working? Message. Okay, so I feel like this is a confirmation of what I was just saying about the amethyst too, because that message came forward. Yes. I do think that it is working to help your anxiety, But I feel like there's something, so when message comes up like this as well, I feel like there's going to be a message you can uncover through meditation. I don't know if you're doing a guided meditation or if you're just kind of trying to sit and clear your mind, but I would suggest doing a guided meditation where you're kind of being called, like, guided through some kind of journey where messages can come to you, because I feel like there's a message from somebody in spirit, somebody who's passed on, coming forward to you. We also have a 3-3 coming up as well. So 3-3 and the number 3 is a confirmation of your being supported by the universe, by ancestors, by spirits on the other side, spirit guides, things like that. So I feel like there's an important message that can come through meditation that will really open your eyes to something. It's like a profound kind of message or healing message. Let's see. Okay. Shift. So we have shift. So there's going to be a shift in energy, which this is a good sign, especially if you have been anxious. Yes. Awesome. Okay. So this is a good sign of shifting from anxiety to peace. So I do think that you're on the right path with the meditation. We also have home. I feel like this is coming up as a sign to kind of have like a sacred space or a place where you can just kind of be. So if that's something that you're already working towards, or you have a place where you can kind of go and meditate, this is really important to kind of have somewhere that's just for you, that is like your home space. I also want to mention with home, and we also have 3 green cards coming up. Green is associated with peace. It's also associated with abundance, prosperity, which I pulled a card for prosperity earlier. And this is a very powerful color for you. So I don't know if it's possible to maybe wear some more green, to, like, if you put on something that's green, like a green shirt, you know, it doesn't have to be, you know, I like this kind of darker green personally. And when you put it on, it's almost as if it's like a veil of protection from that anxiety. I'm going to pull some tarot cards now. I think to answer your question simply, yes, green, yes. To answer your question simply, I think yes, the meditation is working. I'm just kind of diving a little deeper here. Green, yes. Very important color. It's very calming. My son's nursery is painted like a dark forest green, almost like this, but a little bit more, a little darker actually than that. Okay. Okay. We have the Lovers coming up. This, even though it's called the Lovers, isn't necessarily always a card about love. It's, and I think it's interesting that you said Archangel Michael, because this figure here is an angel coming down. But the Lovers for me is about commitment. So as long as you stick to it, I think that the meditation will do a world of good for you, as well as therapy and all these other things. But if you want a more spiritual approach, like something you can do on your own when you can't see a therapist or something like that. Okay. We also have Two of Cups. This is about balance, love, again, give and take. So usually this means like another person, but it doesn't have to. It can be, okay, the Lovers also means like a commitment to oneself, like I am going to do this for me, and to accept all parts of myself. And I can also read the Two of Cups this way. It's a soulmate energy, but it's also looking at oneself in the mirror and loving who you see, even in the hard moments, even when you feel like things are falling apart. So I think that's also very important. But this could also mean that there's somebody either in your life now or coming up that will be a soulmate energy for you. And it doesn't have to be like a love connection. It could be a friendship or a companionship. It also could represent like your relationship with your meditation practice, or a spiritual practice, that it will nourish you. But it's just about committing to that. And then we have the Two of Wands. So twos for me represent alignment. So I think you're in the right place right now. Right place, right time. That's what twos represent, because we now have two twos here. Let me see if, yeah, okay. So Two of Wands is all about kind of like a planning stage. It's about the whole world being at your fingertips. It's kind of like the thinking, the planning before you go out and actually do something. So this is a time to do things like meditation, to plan for the future, to dream, so that you can be ready to move forward in life. And I think this aligns with your reading from yesterday as well. Everything's kind of like similar. Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, so like just manifesting that, thinking about it, planning it. You don't necessarily have to take the steps now, because we also have a Seven of Pentacles here, which is a waiting period kind of card. This is about just working on yourself, like planting the seeds for a better future, but it doesn't necessarily mean like you have to do it. It's about doing the work now, of course, but it's not, how do I explain this? Doing little things now, like meditation, therapy, working on yourself, will have payoff in the future. This card is about, you've planted the seeds, you're just waiting for what's going to grow from that. So we also have an underlying card here of Temperance, which is about balance. It's about harmony in all aspects of life and peace, and no extremes. This card is very much about moderation all across the board. So I feel like you'll be able to reach a place of somewhere in the middle instead of like super high highs or super low lows, if that makes sense. So I think you're on the right path, but I would just pay attention to, because spirit, you know, whatever you believe in is coming to tell me about, you know, like little things like the amethyst and the color green. Like that's very important. Also messages, paying attention to messages. This card shows like a moth. Yeah, I think that's a moth. So kind of have something in your head of like, if I see this during meditation, or even like out in the world, or maybe something that you see in meditation, like a symbol, like a feather or a bird, you can assign it to whatever it is. But if you see that out in the real world, then you can attach it to, okay, if I see this, it's a confirmation of this. So just, that's also a practice that you can do as well. So I hope that helped. Your energy is so beautiful to read for. It's just, like, I know you've had struggles and things, but you're on the right path to healing, and your heart is pure. So, you're welcome. You're welcome. Medical school is a lot. That is really cool, though. I don't think I could ever do that personally. But it's really admirable, I would say. Which I don't want to make you doubt that. If that's something that is like your heart's kind of set on or that you're thinking about a lot, I definitely think it's something to consider. I just don't think I would personally be smart enough to do that. Yeah. And that's okay. Like, and that's why I feel like we're in a place, or you're in a place where it's about healing, focusing on that, planning. It's not necessarily the going out and doing yet. So that when you go out into the world again and have these, want to do these things, it's not going, you'll be in a good place. Hi to anybody joining the chat. I'm doing tarot readings today if you're interested. $8.88 to my PayPal or to my Cash App. Or if you just want to chat, we can do that as well. I wonder how these lives actually work, like how they're getting pushed out there, because in the very beginning I had like 30 people in the live, and they all seemed to be from like other countries or like across the pond. So I just wonder like why. I wonder if it was being targeted to like a specific area in the world, showing up in like certain people's scrolling. It's really interesting. Hi, Hannah. I am doing well. I hope you're doing well today as well. It's actually very beautiful where I'm at today, where I live today. We're in the dead of winter, but it feels like spring. Awesome. I'm so happy you're doing well today. I'm actually going to get up and open my door, I think, so I can hear my wind chime. So, I'm right here, guys. I just want a little bit of fresh air. All right, I'm back. Spring just makes me like so excited for life again. Yeah. Where are you located, if you don't mind me asking? You don't have to say like specific city or anything, but I actually live in the mountains, so it's not common for us to have these warm days. Northeast, yeah. Yeah, I live in the Southwest, which is like my state as a whole is actually I live in New Mexico, is known for being hotter. It's the desert, but I live up in the mountains, and so we get really cold winters up here. And this has been the least snowiest winter we've had in a long time. Like usually it's just really scary. Like the roads are really scary to drive on in the winter with the ice and the snow. There's like no cell phone service on the road, so it's kind of scary. But for some reason, we've been having these beautiful warm days, and something about these beautiful warm days is just so like healing to the soul, and it just, I don't know, it breaks you out of like that funk that you can get into in the winter. So I'm sorry. I'm hoping that it gets warm for you soon. That is so funny. It's actually been really, we've had some of the coldest days that, yeah. I know it's kind of like a little tease of spring. We've had some of the coldest days that I've seen. Like we've had negative temperatures and things like that I haven't seen in years, but just no snow with it. But today the sun is shining and I'm grateful. But we'll probably get another few days that are really scary. We'll see. I don't know if we're gonna have a bunch of snow days, but I know I can't wait. And I don't love summer, but it's kind of those in between, like spring and autumn are my favorite because it's like the perfect weather. So probably stay on until 40 minutes if nobody else wants a reading or comes into the chat. I'm at about 33 minutes I've been on here. Yeah, you can hear, I don't know if you can hear my wind chime. I love it. It was actually really cold this morning in my house, but it's warmed up. Yeah, I was born in Phoenix, Arizona. Yeah. I actually love where I live. I lived in Michigan for a little bit and it wasn't for me. So but do you love living there or do you want to explore, live somewhere else? I love personally living in New Mexico. There's just something, I don't know, it feels magical about the land and stuff. So but yeah, I've always lived, not necessarily always, because I did live in Michigan for a little bit, but for the most part, I grew up in this area. So yeah, have new experiences. Yeah, I totally agree. That's why I moved away for a little bit too, because I thought I hated it here, and then I experienced some other areas, and I was like, no, this is just where I'm meant to be. Um, and it's funny because my family is scattered around, so they, they moved and then liked where they moved to better than here, and I wanted to come back. Yeah, it's just, I really love it. Um, but I would love to travel. Like I don't think I could ever live anywhere else permanently, but I would love to travel. My dream one day, when my child is older, is to have a van and do traveling like that, um, which we were actually going to do before we moved where we live now, because it's just, life is expensive and van life seemed a little bit cheaper, but I would love to do that one day, but have a home base, so. But with something like that, like an RV or a van, you can kind of like live anywhere, and experience multiple areas without having to, like, yeah, you don't have to like go into a hotel or something. It's kind of like you have your home with you, or like a home style situation. So hi to anybody else in the chat. If you would like a tarot reading, I'm doing that today, $8.88. And if anybody's watching this on playback, I'll probably be back tomorrow around the same time to do readings as well. And then I won't be back until next week. So tomorrow I'll be back on here, but then I won't be back on until Monday if I decide to do that, because I have to go to work and my wedding anniversary is tomorrow, or is Friday, I'm sorry. So I won't be on Friday. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, we're just gonna have a little day. It's our last wedding anniversary, just the two of us, because our baby will be here next time. But yeah, we're gonna go to a little village that's about 45 minutes away from here and just have just a really quaint, like, shopping day and dinner and things like that. So it'll be fun. Just something simple. We just like to spend time together. So yeah, I'm excited. Yeah. Yeah, we're not trying to do anything too fancy, just because that's just not what we like to do, necessarily. So yeah. All right, so if anybody is watching or coming across this that wants a reading, I'm doing a last call for that. If not, I'll be getting off here in a minute. But it's been fun chatting on here today. I'm going to pull one last card for a collective. Good fortune. We've had a lot of cards about prosperity and fortune and things like that today, so that is a good sign to anybody who's watching this, either now on the live or later on in the playback. Good fortune is a good sign that prosperity is on the way. So I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you, Hannah, for chatting with me, and I will be back tomorrow around the same time, like 12:30 Mountain Time. So I'm not sure what that is in Eastern or Pacific, but yeah, around the same time tomorrow. All right, bye guys.